Our next guest, thanks to our host at Tarlow Breed Hart Rodgers, is Greg Peterson, member of the firm in the real estate and environmental practice. Welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here, Jeff.
Thank you very much. Now, you were going to talk to us about new government regulations that are affecting businesses, correct?
I am. There's been a little movement in the last 6 months as we approach the end of Governor Patrick's administration. Some things that have been talked about for a while are finally happening. There's good news out there, I think. One doesn't always associate regulatory change with good news for business owners, but I think in a few cases here we have some. So one of the reforms that's been talked about for, my gosh, probably 8 or 10 years now is not to apply our very strict and appropriately strict wetlands regulations to stormwater detention facilities. That makes a difference if you're a small business owner who happens to have a little pond where the runoff goes into. It
Right.
fills up with weeds. You want to clean it out. And previously, you had to go to your local conservation commission and get an engineer and spend a lot of time and money, on plans to do all of that. And effective October 24th of this year, so, literally less than a week old, the Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection issued new regulations saying that stormwater detention facilities that were put in place after November 18th of 1996, and that's a peculiar date because of when a particular policy took effect. But as far back as 1996, if the stormwater facility went in after that, it's no longer a wetland. You no longer have to, get permits and approvals in order to maintain it and clean it and keep it up. And that's good, I think, for a whole range of people. Certainly, smaller suburban developers are going to be positively impacted by that, but small business, owners generally.
What was the impetus to create this new law? And again, as you said, second part of the question, why November 1996?
Well,
the day that will live in infamy.
Yeah, November 18 of 96. And that was the date that the state adopted its stormwater management policy. And so the reasoning among state regulators was, well, gosh, if effective on that date, we required people to put these formal, physical facilities in place in order to manage stormwater, to have stormwater runoff be less polluting, better for our lakes and streams, and eventually, the ocean around the Commonwealth that receives this water. Well, then we ought to live by the same date and not say that people who put in these facilities as a result of our requirement suddenly now have bootstrapped themselves forever into another regulatory regime.
You said that now the governor's leaving it. Why do you think he waited? Like, he's been in term he's had a few terms to really sort of push these legislations through. Is it easier now, or why now?
Well, in truth be told, it goes to show that having the right people in state government makes a difference. And in the governor's second term, he appointed a fellow by the name of Ken Kimmel to be his commissioner of DEP. And, excuse me, former Commissioner Kimmel has now left. He's gone off to become executive director of the Union of Concerned Scientists and is going to solve climate change and solve global warming, to which I think we can only say good luck, right? Mazel tov with that. But in his...
No small feat.
No small feat, right? I mean,
Right.
He certainly set a big task for himself there. But, the work that he did at DEP to get a bureaucracy to focus on doing the right thing and to stay after it, month after month after month is why we have this change.